Hi everyone, welcome to Soul Path Guided Tarot. For a yes or no, pick a card. As always, we will ask why or why not, and Spirit will always give us some guidance as well. We have 6 choices today, as always, so you can either choose based on the number from the pile or by the crystal itself. So your first one is this agate star, and it's got druzy in the inside, if you can see that a little bit. Pile number 2, this is celestite. Pile number 3, this is a double pointed clear quartz. Number 4, this is kind of an ivory colored with gray agate butterfly. Number 5, this is a selenite heart. And number 6, this is an amazonite point. All right, so let's everyone just take a breath or two. Let's leave the energy that we had at the moment before we sat down to watch or hear this video off to the side, and let's intuitively choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. As always, the timestamps are in the description box below, along with my email if you want to reach me. To everyone who has been booking personal readings, thank you so very much. I appreciate you. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Hi, Group 1, this is your choice. This is the Star Agate with Druzy. This is your Oracle card, which I shuffled for, and Spirit gave me a number of cards, so we'll see what yours says. So in this general read, just take the part that resonates. If it doesn't, just let that flow through you. And we're going to start with some tarot first. All right, so your first card out is King of Cups. So here's water energy coming through for you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Then we have the Ace of Swords, air energy, which is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, followed by the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter energy, and the 8 of Swords. Okay, so for you, pile 1, I'm kind of getting the message, I keep hearing twist of fate, like a change of fate. So of course, whenever we see the 10, the Wheel of Fortune, we always know that there's something that's going to shift and change, right? There is something that is leaving and something that is entering. And that is part of just how our journey through life is. It's a lot of beginnings and endings, right? And it's one of the things that as souls we come here to experience. How do we deal with, how do we integrate, how do we release, how do we accept, how do we embrace, how do we surrender to all of these different things, all right? So what Spirit is bringing to my attention is this 8 of Swords, which is really difficult energy to be in. It's energy of feeling that you can't see your way through something, that things continue to, really kind of test you, and that oftentimes we feel that we're stuck in this wheel of one troubled situation or challenge after another. But what Spirit is saying with this card here, the Ace of Swords, is this is the start of something new, okay? This is a new phase, right? There is an opportunity here for you to transition out of this difficult 8 of Swords. So maybe it's just a point of having a lot more clarity about what you're going to do next, the choices you're going to make, how you determine, what's going to be right for you as you go forward, as you go through the rest of 2023. All right, maybe you're making some changes in the way that you deal with things, and you're going to start to look at things a little more open and open-hearted, because we've got the King of Cups here, which is this very strong energy. It's a very sovereign energy, as in, no one is going to influence me or take advantage of me. but it's also one where it's an empowered energy, but it's opening the heart up to do it versus all being, in your head logic. It's not about making lists. It's not about trying to strategize. It's really about feeling into things. So there's this shift that's coming where, because of some of the challenges that have continuously found you on this like wheel of one more difficult thing to try and overcome, right? You're kind of looking at things going, I need to see this differently. I need to open up more. So for some of you, there's been some kind of spiritual influence. There's been some kind of catalyst to make you change. For some of you, it's just being, gone through this cycle and you're like, I'm so tired of it being this way in my life. I really want to make a change. So whenever we see an Ace of Swords coming through, that is spirit recognizing, you've gone round and round, but you have seen what that's done to you and how it has perhaps not allowed you to fully step into who you can be. I mean, Spirit had me pick this today, Let Your Light Shine. I'm always guided by the crystals. Everything I put on the desk, I'm always guided as to what to choose. And this is very much about let your light shine by getting out of this, all right? And here she's got this light in her hand. So she has the ability, and it's right in front of her throat chakra, which is very much about speaking up for yourself, right? Speaking truthful to yourself about your circumstance, about your potential, about what's not in balance in your life. Maybe it's different partnerships, right? Maybe there's something that's been out of balance for a long time and you've kind of finally put your finger on it. You've spent the time thinking about feeling into what's not right in life and you're ready to make that change. So this is very empowered energy. This is very positive energy after being in something this is very disempowered. This is, I am the victim, right? Things always happen to me. I have no control. So shifting out of that. And then as I say that, you get 2, death. What parts of you, your habits, needs changing? So this is exactly what we were talking about. How do you feel disconnected with yourself and with others? Have you been neglecting your physical or emotional health? So some of you may have been sick a lot. Some of you may be dealing with some kind of chronic fatigue syndrome. They're giving me somebody who's very exhausted. Someone is just really having a hard time lightening their mood, okay? Maybe feeling kind of depressed, maybe feeling weighed down, maybe feeling like you can't get out of this funk you're in. And you see here, she's got a scissors and she's cutting cords, right? So she's cutting cords from this energy. The death card always represents the end of something. So now you have the wheel, which is like, yeah, you're ending something and you're starting something new. The death card, which is transitioning from this into this new beginning, right? Being in a space of open-heartedness versus being very much in your head, okay? It's so natural for us to be up in our head. We have been taught to be in our head, okay? We have been taught to get away from what we feel and focus more on what's in our head. And oftentimes what's in our head is so influenced by so much around us that it's not always our own thoughts, okay? So the death card. Angel, spirits, and guides. What else for group 1, please? What else for group 1? Then you have surrender, number 31. So this is very synchronistic with this card, right? You finally say, I give in. I'm changing. What is it that I need to see? What do I need to feel? What do I need to get in alignment with? What do I need to accept? What do I need to do to feel good in my own skin? All right. So surrendering is the hardest part, but surrender comes when we feel like we've hit a roadblock and we can't find our way out. And at that point, we just say, great, I surrender. Show me, tell me, guide me. All right. Angel, spirits, and guides. Number 9, soar. You're getting ready to fly high above all of your obstacles and embrace life in the most magical way. So this is a time of transition. This is a time for expansion. This is Jupiter energy. It's about soaring. It's about expanding. It's about seeing things as they really are and then going forward, kind of in that surrender. Show me. I'm open to. Give me the signs. And as I say that, look what's at the bottom of the deck. Follow the signs. Look around for clues, the answer to your questions right in front of you. Some of you are looking for some very clear guidance. You're very uncertain. Some of you have had some setbacks, some failures. Some of you don't really trust your own intuition. And that's where, some of this surrender comes in, is we do have to just kind of open up and trust ourselves, which can be challenging for a lot of us. If we've made mistakes, if we feel like we've made wrong choices, if we've chosen people in our lives, in relationships, and they haven't, those relationships were disappointing, right? They were part of the reason that we are in this Eight of Swords energy. We don't have a lot of trust in our ability to make solid choices sometimes. So Spirit is saying that now is the time to kind of surrender, follow the signs and synchronicity from your guides during this phase where they're going to help you shift out of this and soar into this new open-hearted energy. And then you have Eye on the Prize. Trust the guidance of your North Star, 44 master number. Always keep focused on your North Star. That is your purpose, okay? That is your reason, your fated reason for being here. It lets you follow that with a lot of confidence that you're on the path that you're supposed to be on. So things start to flow in life a lot more. There's a lot less resistance. There's a lot less setbacks. And the other card that flipped out is how much good can you handle? Explore the upward spiral of grace. So what I love about this is that when we start to open up and focus on that which is positive in our life, that which is forward moving in our life, we start to open up and the universe gives us more of that. And it's kind of I hate to use the word law of attraction, but it's kind of that idea that openness, right? That surrendering, that openness to what the universe is bringing us because our heart's open and we're not in that fear phase anymore, brings us so much more good in our life. All right, angel, spirits, and guides. What else do we have for group one? So a lot of this for group one, this is a recovery phase for you, shifting out of a very difficult time. It could be because of relationships, but I think it's a lot of it. It's just been, you feel like you're just kind of in this up in your head kind of funk and you haven't been able to get out. So I don't think it's any one thing that's put you there. I think it's the culmination of things that have happened in your life that has been difficult, okay? And then we have wishes come true, rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. Yeah, so there is a big shift coming here. We've got the 1, we've got the 10, we're ending cycles, we're starting over. We have to trust that process. We have to believe and trust in ourselves. And your Oracle card says, let it out, let it flow. Open up the heart to feel, all right? And we've got the King of Cups here, which I said, this is very sovereign, empowered energy. Okay, this is someone who is very cognizant of their emotions and how they affect their day-to-day decisions, right? How we interpret, how we feel, how we see things, that affects the choices we make. So when we're open up in the heart space, things just kind of flow. And we had talked about flowing most definitely. And we do have wishes come true here. So this is definitely a yes, a positive forward momentum coming for you. One of change, a little bit of trust is necessary on your part, a little bit of openness, and a lot of positive things coming for you, group one. So definitely a yes. If something resonates, please like and subscribe. As you go forward, I wish you peace and joy. Namaste. Hi, group two. This is your choice. This is Celestite. All right, this oracle is one that I just asked Spirit to flip out when I was shuffling, so we'll see what yours says. This is a general read, and we always start with tarot and move on from there. All right, so we have Seven of Wands in reverse. Five of Wands. Five of Cups. Got a couple more cards here. Eight of Cups. The Death card. The Chariot card. Okay. So this is definitely has vibes of relationships. Relationships that have ended. Relationships that were not positive, right? They were hurtful. There's pain there. Relationships that left you second guessing yourself, right? Relationships leaving you wondering, can I ever be happy again the way I was before? All right, so first of all, we have the Seven of Wands, and this is always, yours is in reverse. This is an energy of always keeping either people at bay, arm's length, right? Feeling like you're out there alone. There's no one there looking out for you. There's no one that has your back. There's no one that's going to take your side, right? This is energy of, I always have to kind of watch and wait because I can't really trust anyone anymore. I can't believe anyone anymore. People aren't truthful. They lie to me. They deceive me. And that kind of energy makes someone feel extremely conflicted and really empty on the inside, right? It leaves you laying there when you have quiet time, which is often very uncomfortable, having that quiet time, second guessing, like, what's wrong with me? What did I do? This is an energy of focusing on so much loss, so much that isn't there. This is an energy of being so conflicted about what's happened, all right? So this is very challenging energy. But what Spirit is showing you is that you are moving into a space of leaving that behind because you have these two cards here. So this is Eight of Cups, which is Saturn energy, which is always a little bit of harsh energy to deal with, right? It's kind of a very in-your-face energy, I feel. And this is Pisces energy, so maybe you're Pisces, but it's time to make a move, all right? This is always about movement. And you see that some of these cups are open and flipped over. Some of them are spilled. Some of them are sitting there, but he's like, none of them give me what I need anymore. So this might be the way you see yourself and feel about yourself. All right. So there's a need to walk away from that, those self-limiting beliefs, a real need for some self-love is what they're telling me. And they're ringing my left ear, and move towards something that gives you some peace and a little bit of breathing room. All right. And then you've got the Chariot here, which is Cancer energy, also about moving on to the next thing. All right. So the beautiful thing about this card is it's always represented by a black animal, not always a horse, and a white animal. That is about the duality and the polarity of life, those things that are very difficult for us. And it's how, as a soul, we deal with it. How do we find the point in the middle where we're not, being pulled apart, where we're not being stretched to the point that, we can't find who we are anymore? So this is definitely moving into something much better because you've got the Death card, right? Scorpio energy here, about big shifts in energy, big transitions for you as a soul, finding some peace within, all right? This mask, it's like, where's the real you? Pull the mask off, take a moment, look in the mirror, get connected to the real you. All right, this is beautiful energy about you finding your true self in this. And that's where you can find peace. And then from there, we open ourselves up to amazing things. So amazing new relationships. Maybe it's going to be with a water sign. You've got a lot of water here. You've also got fire here. So Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We've got, again, Scorpio and Cancer here as well. So this is about trying to close this part of your life, close that book. They're showing me closing the book. Close that book, right? Be open to a little bit of inner reflection, all right? This is not you criticizing yourself. This is you just seeing yourself. And with that inner reflection, we start to get clear ideas and clear messages about going forward in life with what it is that we desire, what it is that we're hoping for, what it is that we want. So a lot of emotional changes here, a lot of change in emotional energy, opening of the heart, big heart opening for many of you. Okay, so this has been very difficult for many of you. Let's see, I want me to pull this. Angel, spirits, and guides. What else do we have for group 2? 24, new chapter. All right, a new chapter, a new opportunity to be with someone else. 24 is a 6. That's about the heart space. So I talked about the heart chakra and heart awakening, heart opening. All right, this is a new chapter, new relationships, new love. All right, choices made that are choices that bring you to really beautiful people that appreciate you, that love you. Right, sometimes we are enamored with amazing people and we find out that these are people that have a lot of pain themselves and project that upon us, and we end up really hurt from that, right? We end up taking their baggage and taking it on as our own, and it ends up being really difficult, really, really hurtful. 38, magic. Shift your focus to a positive view. Look at that. Right here, this is the positive view of your potential relationships. Shift your focus to a positive view. We are all interconnected, linked by a magic thread. Believe in yourself. You have magic in you. Okay, number 38, 11, right? That's your soul's fated path. That's what your soul came here to experience. That's the journey the soul wants to be on. Okay, this is the new journey for you. This is the old journey. This is the new chapter. This is the old book that we're going to close. All right, angel, spirits, and guides. What else for group 2? Dream come true. Your dreams are coming true because it stayed true to your heart's desire. Again, about the heart space for you. And then the other card that flipped out is Heart of Compassion. Here's another number 6 yet again. There are many people around you now who benefit from your loving, compassionate heart. Yeah, so this is just confirmation that there's going to be someone that comes into your life that you're going to have this amazing connection with. But this person is not going to be perfect. No one's perfect, but this person is not going to project their issues upon you. And what you've got here is you've got 10 here and 11, so 111. So this is a lot about new chapters, about new starts, okay? New beginning, a new partnership, a new relationship. Number 51 is a 6, all right? Number 24 is a 6. That's when your heart is open. That's when your heart is healed. That's when your heart is in the expansion mode. And then you have the quest, number 2, plunge boldly into life. All right, so I love the orange and yellow in this card. It represents the solar plexus, which is how we see ourselves, how we value who we are, what we are, right? And then the sacral chakra is that divine feminine energy. It's not gender specific, but it's all that energy that we all have within us, about being in alignment, about being in balance, about receiving, not being in resistance, flowing with what the universe has intended for us, even though we kind of feel like, no, that's not what I want this over here instead. So Spirit's asking you to plunge boldly into life and trust this process, right? This new chapter in your life. Now you've got a 37, 38, so that's 10 and 11, that's 111. That's about moving forward on the fated path. And then you've got 24, which is a 6, 51, which is 6. That's, the opening, the recovery of the heart. All right, angel, spirits, and guides, what else? Angel, spirits, and guides, what else? Healing, true healing of the mind, the body, and the soul. So there is going to be a lot of healing for many of you. It sometimes doesn't, they're giving me full body chills. I know you're saying it doesn't feel like I'm ever going to heal from this. But you are, even the most challenging things in life, we do over time heal a little bit every day. The biggest thing about healing, though, is it's something that we kind of have to continually work on it, right? Part of that new chapter for you is going to be the fact that a lot of healing will have taken place. All right, what else do we have? Explore, love, create. The only thing that holds you back is you. Number 44, master number 44. So you've got a lot of 4s, 5s, 1s, and 6s here. So this is about, don't let this hold you back, okay? This is about, there's so much that you can boldly move towards. You've got the word magic here. You've got healing, dreams come true, new chapter, the Chariot card here. So you have a lot of beautiful cards representing what's to come if you're willing to move on. Not that that's easy, not that it happens overnight, but it is something that Spirit is showing you that you can do. And what's on the other side of that will be much better, much more fulfilling for you in your life. All right. So this is a no for you, group 2. You're in a phase where, the choice is yours. And it is a choice. I know sometimes we feel like it's not a choice, but it is a choice where we can move into all this beautiful, expanding, growing, in flow, universal energy based on the healing that we do. Or, of course we can stay here, but I don't think anybody wants to do that, right? All right, so if there's something that resonates, please like and subscribe. As you go forward, I wish you peace and joy. Namaste. Hi, group 3, this is your choice. This is a double tourmalated clear quartz. This is a oracle card that I shuffled for, so we'll see what that says. All right, we're going to start with some tarot for this general read, all right? Okay, a few cards just flipped out. The Empress, Major Arcana, Venus energy. 2 of Swords, this is your air energy. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Ace of Coins, which is the Ace of Pentacles, and then the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter energy, and then finally the Queen of Wands. Okay, so this is really interesting here for you, because what Spirit is saying is that there's a choice that you need to be making, and maybe some of you are not even aware of it. Maybe you feel like you have no choices. Maybe you feel like you have no options. Maybe you feel like you can't see if there's going to be an option for you, or you're very unclear on the choice that you need to make. All right, so whenever we see this card, there's always a blindfold, which is, it's not what you see, it's not what you hear, right? It's going to be what you feel. That third eye is pointed out here along with that throat chakra, right? We have to go within. They're showing me the High Priestess. You really need to get in touch with your emotions, and you really need to trust your intuition, and then you'll be able to speak into reality what your choice is, what your options are. And based on making that choice, look at what you've got here. You've got 2 major arcana. Both of these are about changes that bring a lot of good things into our life. Okay, we've got the Empress, which is Venus energy. Venus says, what do you desire? What is it that you want? Okay, it's beautiful energy about focusing on what you want and then seeing that come through. Now, Venus is also the planet of love. So for some of you, it might be about relationships, about family, about expanding that aspect of life, about creating that with someone else. But it's also about what in this universe is something that you would love to experience. Is there a state of being that you want to be in? All right. Do you want to transcend who you've been into this other person because you're not real comfortable with where you've been and how you've been living your life? And Jupiter's here to say, this is the time. This is about growth. This is about changing. This is about coming out of, the box that we've lived in. This is to push ourselves a little bit, right? So this is, for some of us, I feel this greater sense of spirituality that's guiding me for something else, okay? And then we have the Ace of Coins that says, whatever it is that you choose based on this new way of you seeing things, okay? Your new outlook, your new kind of alignment with that new energy that's coming in with this age of Aquarius, you're going to do things differently, and it's going to bring you a lot of benefits in your material world. So look at these two cards together. Both of these cards are strong energy from the universe, coupled with the Wheel of Fortune about expanding into unknown areas of your life. Maybe it's with a person that maybe it's in some different part of the world. Maybe it's in some kind of new role that you've never had before, and you're going to find that you have this hidden talent you didn't know anything about. Maybe it's you just really starting to trust and believe in yourself, and you're going to see your material world really kind of start to shift and change, okay? So we've got 1 here, we've got 10 here, so that's about trying something new, trusting in something new, and getting support from the universe on that, all right? And then we've got the Queen of Wands, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. This is someone who is incredibly confident, clear on the path, cannot be disillusioned by others, cannot be distracted, very in tune to their intuition, right? And focused on that which you desire. Remember, Venus is what is it that you desire? So really powerful energy about making things happen for yourself. Angel, spirits, and guides. What else do we have? Number 47, awakening. Look at that. That's another number 11. So here we have 1 and 10, 1, 1, and then 1, 1. So 11, 11. This is a really powerful number about your consciousness is awakening. You're becoming attuned to the messages of the spirit and nature. Trust your psychic abilities. So this is exactly what these cards are representing. Things are shifting for you. Your consciousness is prompting this change. Your awakening, your spiritual connection in the way you see energy, the way you see universal flow, the way you interpret universal laws, right? The law of karma, the law of consequence, all the different laws. These, whether you know what they're called or not, it's how you're living, how you're seeing things, all right? So this is a greater shift in your material world because of your shift in consciousness. And that's the amazing thing about how that works here. The more we awaken, the more we open up and expand our consciousness, the more we actually make decisions and choices based on what we are supposed to experience according to our book of life, our Akashic records, whatever you want to refer to it as. And that always then allows us to fall in alignment with things that help us improve our material world. Now, that is money for some of you. Some of you, it's not about money, but it's about other things that make your life better, okay? You move through life with more ease, more grace, more peace, more happiness, in flow, not in resistance. These are all cards of being in flow. Why? Because this spiritual expansion you've had, right? This is all about expansion, has shifted you. And look at what flips out. Golden crown. This is exactly it. Awakening. Look at, she's got this light going down from her crown chakra all the way down into her third eye, and it'll go straight into her heart. Complete alignment. All right. What else do we have for group 3? This is our spiritual group. Some of you might want to try your hand at some kind of spiritual business. And then we have purging process. You may be currently experiencing emotional discomfort that's disrupting your inner peace. All right, so this may have been the catalyst for this kind of awakening, this spiritual growth. Also, sometimes when you go through this expansion, right, when you're going through this change, when you're going through this awakening, it can sometimes feel uncomfortable. People come and go. Things that were important, not as important anymore. Things you used to value, some of those things you don't value as much anymore. Things that you want are different than the things that maybe you wanted before. All right, so there is kind of this process you go through, this purging process. And then 24, untapped inner power. You're getting ready to experience great power from within yourself. Again, always about the expansion within that creates that. Angel, spirits, and guides. What else do we have for group 3? Number 9, you're invited. Suit up, show up, and open up. Yeah, and look at her heart is wide open there. This is you stepping up into this new energy. These two cards are very similar to me. Stepping into this new energy and seeing what your potential is. Seeing what's possible for you. All right? Angel, spirits, and guides. What else do we have for group 3? Trinket 5, 555, manifesting money and income. So you've got this Ace of Coins here, and then you have manifesting money and income. So there might be an opportunity for you in a, like I said, an alternative kind of business, spiritual consciousness, that sort of thing, where you can start to make some money for yourself. But this is also just about when we move into this awakening, right? When we step into this greater sense of consciousness, when we start to get a greater understanding of universal flow and how things work and how we're all connected and why that all matters. Every decision, everything we look at is seen through those eyes, and we make choices and decisions with clarity from the consciousness that we now embody, and those things do help change your material world around. All right, so even if you're not going to do something on some spiritual business quest platform, something like that, you can still incorporate this kind of being into what it is that you do, which will have a positive outcome in your overall financial situation. And you've got the Empress here, which is very much about growth and creating, right? It's always an abundant card. The Ace of Coins, and then you've got Trinket 5 and the Wheel of Fortune. Be, feel, receive abundance. All that you desire is achievable. There you go. Confirmation from Spirit. All right, so this is a yes for you, group 3. If there's something that resonates, please like and subscribe. As you go forward, I wish you peace and joy. Namaste. Hi, group 4. This is your choice. This is the butterfly. It's got primarily like I would say an ivory color to it, but a little bit of gray and black in it as well. Okay, I shuffled for that oracle, so we'll see what that is at the end. This is a general read. Only take the parts that make sense. You have the Star, but it's in reverse. You have the King of Coins, which is the King of Pentacles. You have the Four of Cups. And the Knight of Wands. And then you have the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay, so interesting. So this group is in a phase where there's something to move on to that's going to be based on what it is that you really want and desire. There's something you really want and desire. Okay, you're asking for it. You're hoping for it to come in. It's going to have something to do with how your everyday life is affected. So it can be a promotion, a new job, a relocation, unexpected money coming in, you getting some kind of opportunity you haven't had before to make maybe money on the side. This can be tax refunds. This can be inheritance. This can be a whole lot of things. All right, so there's going to be a movement for you into something that makes your material world better, something that's going to help you really capitalize on what your ideas are, okay? Here's the thing though, Spirit is saying you are not trusting yourself, you're not believing in yourself. So we have these two cards, Aquarian energy of the Star, and we have the Five of Cups, which is water energy, so you might be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They're both in reverse, okay? So this means that you've got some things from your past that have been disappointing, or things where you may have seen it as a failure, or you didn't believe in yourself, or you haven't had people rally around you to believe in yourself. And this is not feeling like you're able to move on, not feeling like you're really ready to receive, because this energy is always about, I have gone through so much that I've healed, okay? There's been so much growth in my awareness of this universe, of myself, right? And there is a balance, a restoration that's happening. But this is in reverse. And then you've got the Four of Cups. So there's something in the back of your mind, in your subconscious, which is like buried deep, deep within. Sometimes we're not even fully aware of it, where you feel like the universe just isn't going to be there to support you. You're not going to have the support you need. You're not going to be able to bring this in. So you might be like writing out ideas, sketching out ideas. You have all these great energetic energies around you for all of this, but you, somewhere deep within you, you just don't feel like it's really going to happen. Maybe it's when you're, in your bed and you're laying there at night. Maybe you have dreams about it not working out, not being able to achieve this. So for this group, there's a lot about believing in yourself. Someone, here also has this entrepreneurial spirit, but you just don't see that you can support yourself that way. And a lot of this is, they're showing me a picture of the devil, which is limiting beliefs and conditioning from other experiences and other people. So this is something that for you to reach this, right, this needs to be kind of dealt with. Now, what I do like is that the Five of Cups in reverse, which means that you're open to shifting that energy, right? You're really trying and really working on it. You're doing a lot of the right things to move that. You just have a little bit of kind of what I call that latent energy, remnants of old stuff lying around within you, where you just need to work on that a little bit more, on clearing that. Then you have landscape and places. Are you comfortable in your environment? Do you wish to explore new experiences and perspectives? Do you wish to escape from your present constraints? So, this is a lot of constrained energy as well, right? You have all these hopes and dreams, and it's like your arms are being tied down, and you can't help yourself, and no one can help you, and no one's willing to help you. And look at this image here. You can see that this is all dead, gone, right? And then here you can see all these iconic things from different parts of the world that are representative of a new exploration, a new idea, a new environment. So Spirit is saying, and with the number 8, it's about looking into the self and making a move towards something that you want, your desires, from what hasn't been, from what has kind of left you disappointed and disillusioned, to the potential of what can be. And we have, the earth and the globe here, which is always gives you that feel of the wheel of fortune. There's always somewhere another leaf that's waiting to be, unturned, so that we can see what's underneath it, right? Where there's new grass growing, a new flower coming up, a new opportunity, some growth. But we have to believe that that's there. And sometimes when we've hit roadblocks for a long time, it's hard to, continually see out of what's been. And I know that can be really hard, but we can all do it. And as I say that, look what flips out, limitless. Yeah, we all have this potential within us to be limitless, but we have to see what's on the horizon, right? We have to see where we can go instead of what we don't have. And when doors have been shut in our face, when things haven't worked out, when we've struggled for a long time, I've been there too. I get it. It is really hard to transform that. But Spirit is showing that here with this Knight of Wands, which is energy that is coming towards you, literally, right? And this King of Coins, you have the ability to really shift your reality and make strides, make inroads. All right, angel, spirits, and guides, what else? I love that limitless card, and that comes a lot with bringing things into balance. And then you have number 9, soar. You're getting ready to fly high above all of your obstacles and embrace life in the most magical way. There you go. So 9 means you're coming to an end of a cycle, right? 9 means you're wrapping things up. So that is most definitely you. And then number 11, crossroads. A new business adventure, a project, or a career is currently in the works for you. Yes. So there you go. That's more confirmation from Spirit that you can really make a shift and a change and really follow your dreams and work towards them. Angel, spirits, and guides, what else do we have? Oh gosh, that came flying out. And then you have number 42, in the castle of dreams. Become altered by the color of your dreams. Yeah, that's trusting yourself to, you know how we say, I don't have dreams anymore, or maybe some people, I know people have said that. I don't have dreams anymore, or I don't dream anymore, or I can't, I don't have it within me to dream anymore because I've had too many disappointments. Well, this is really about finding that within ourselves and believing in this limitless soaring energy, because we're at a crossroads right now where we can kind of stay in this 4 of Cups, or we can make a real shift in our thinking and our consciousness, which will help us shift our reality, okay? Because this is already reversed, which is good, which means you're not just focused on what isn't in your life anymore. In the bottom of the deck, stand up and be recognized, number 40. Behold, you are the inspiration you've been looking for. So sometimes the only inspiration we have is what's within us, right? That's why this Knight is here. What inspires us? What makes us want to go that extra yard? Okay, what is it that we really, really want in our life? Resilience and tenacity is part of who we are as a human spirit, but a lot of that is only successful when we can trust, right? Trust in the universe, have faith in the universe, trust in ourselves, have faith in ourselves. And sometimes that's the hardest part of it all. Dragonfly, you bring light into this world. So for those of you, when you're out and about and you see a dragonfly, whether you see a real dragonfly or you see something on an image or in a store or something like that, dragonflies always represent spirit. That is spirit reminding you that you are special. You bring light into this world. Okay, you have the ability to change your reality into this King of Coins. All right, let's see what this says. Miracles happen. Give the universe your clear intention. That's fantastic. And here's another number 8. 17 is an 8. 88 is the number of abundance. Expect miracles. Give the universe your clear intention. I love that. Beautiful synchronicity. So this is a yes. Just because this is here and this was in reverse, that doesn't mean that this is a no. You have so much energy about positively changing your circumstances, right? And whenever we see the number 11, that is, follow what's within your heart. Find that. Spend some time in meditation. Spend some time in nature. Okay, a lot of changes for you, group 4. All right, this is a yes. If something resonates, please like and subscribe. As you go forward, I wish you peace and joy. Namaste. Hi, group 5. This is your choice. This is a selenite heart. Okay, I shuffled for the oracle. We'll see what yours says. We're going to start with some shuffled tarot. I take what flips out. 3 of Swords, Queen of Cups, Hierophant, 9 of Cups, 4 of Swords. All right, so we have couple of cards here with sword energy, that's air energy. We have synchronicity here, 3 and 4. So this is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Queen of Cups is Cancer. Hierophant is Major Arcana, which is Taurus. And 9 of Cups, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, group 5, this is you recovering. This is you coming out of your shell. This is you stepping out of your comfort zone. This is you opening up, healing more, absorbing this new energy that's coming towards us with 2023, shifting, changing, alchemizing what's been to what's going to be. Okay, so big message here for you. There has been a lot of difficulty, challenges, heartbreak, disappointment, disillusionment, disconnect between your heart and your head, conflicts with others that have been very difficult for you, have taken its toll on you, on your heart, on your psyche, on your well-being, okay? And there is a real need for you to get some restoration to your soul, to your heart. There is they're telling me it's time to step up, it's time to stand up, it's time to get up, it's time to believe in yourself, it's time to love yourself, it's time to do for yourself. They're kind of rallying around you in a really big way. But they're saying there is, before you can take off running, which is what you're going to do, right? We've got this knight with this rearing horse. You do need to do a little bit of additional healing. Now, that doesn't mean we have to stand in place while we heal and that we can't go forward. But this is something that has to continue to occur because you have amazing cards in the middle here. All right, so some of you, we've got Cancer here. I said we've got water signs here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So we've got some energy here about you're moving towards something that's going to shift your life, shift your energy. Something's going to bring you a lot of happiness. You're going to kind of blossom. You're going to evolve. And they're giving me full body chills. You're going to emerge like, this is very cliche, but like the lotus that comes out of the mud, the phoenix that comes out of the fire, right? You've been burned, you've been really hurt, and there's no minimizing the effect that has on any one of us. But you are about to move into some energy that's going to change things. Wherever we see the number 7, which this year is a number 7, it's about the universe coming in, the divine coming in, and helping us to change things, to alchemize. Our whole journey here is represented, by the tarot, if you will, the major arcana. And it is about when things come your way, what do you do with it? How do you deal with it? How do you move through it, beyond it, and grow from it? That's what the major arcana represents. And here you see this Hierophant, which is that Taurian energy coming through about you investing in you, about you taking care of you, committing to you. All right. And maybe you will have a period where you need to spend time with someone to help you transition through some of this energy, a counselor, a mentor, a friend, a spiritual guide, some kind of person to help you through this. And you may seek that person out to do just that. But you are going to emerge as this amazing Queen of Cups, which is such beautiful energy, someone whose gifts open up, because with great heartache and great challenge comes great transformation of our abilities. Those innate abilities that we're all born with, we just either don't utilize them and they kind of fade away for a little while, or we compartmentalize them and push them away because it's not accepted by society, friends, family, whatever. But that too is shifting in 2023, okay? People opening up with their abilities, their intuition, their psychic gifts, that is very much commonplace now. So this is you opening up into this beautiful energy and really being very connected to your internal compass, all right? Your intuition, your heart. There's going to be an opportunity for you to have an abundance of great joy and happiness in your life. Fish always represent that. Cups always represent amazing emotions. right? And this Queen of Cups is one intuitive, gifted person. All right. So now is the time for you to stay focused on you for a little while so that you can get ready. They're showing me like the Three of Wands for that next phase to come into your life that's going to set you up for all this happiness. But the commitment right now is for you, to you. Okay, you've got to focus on you right now. All right, group 5. Isn't it interesting we have this selenite heart? So selenite is about clearing away the past. Selenite is very much about connecting with the angels, protection. And, you have these cards in this whole story here, and we have that. And look at the card you get. Move forward. Yes, beautiful. Move forward. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to move into a whole new energetic frequency, right? Where there's no more of this deep pain, and you come through. And at some point, you'll recognize that there was a reason and a role for all of this, that it had to happen on this journey in this lifetime. Maybe it was to zero out some karmic debt or lesson that you had. Maybe it was to end a soul contract that you had with someone. I mean, we come in, we make contracts with souls before we incarnate. Sometimes we decide at this point in our life, it's going to end. We're going to go our separate ways, and that can be devastating. But later in life, after this healing and after working on ourselves a little bit, we get a real understanding of why that person was there. Maybe it was to awaken us. Maybe it was to make us focus on ourselves. Maybe it was to make us see ourselves for who we really are. Okay, maybe it was to break patterns. All right, and then you have 2 cards. Prosperity, number 35. Give and expect the universe to give back to you. Believe that you are prosperous already. Have gratitude for everything you have in life. So this is kind of that, when Eckhart Tolle talks about this, is when you act as if you're already there, as if you already have what it is that you want, what it is that you need, right? And then have gratitude for all aspects in your life. That's when the universe comes in and just kind of multiplies that. And then the other card you have is transformation. Commit to acting on new ideas and longings. Take a leap of faith and begin again. And 28 is a 10. It's about starting that new cycle. Okay, so from this emerges this transformative energy to help you move forward into a life of prosperity, no matter what that is. It can be material goods, but it can also just be amazing good things in your life. Love, health, right? Greater sense of connection to the universe. 22, for this you were born. Foster your intention for incarnating in this dimension. 22. So I had mentioned about before we incarnate, we make soul contracts, all right? So this is part of the plan that you had. 22 is a master number about you creating the life that you're meant to have. You being the master of the unfolding of the life that you were meant to have. Foster your intention for incarnating. So, what is your intention? Why do you want to move forward? Sometimes we don't even know. Sometimes we need to take that time to figure that out, right? And then we get a pretty clear path on, oh, this is what I was supposed to do. This pain that I went through, this healing that I went through, this inner journey, this integration has helped me to move, to shift, and to understand what's next for me, why I'm here, what is my reason for having these experiences. What do I do with that information? How do I move forward in an empowered way? All right. First card out, healing, true healing of the mind, body, and soul. Of course, we talked about that. Second card out, protection, strong protective magic for family in the home. Yeah, so this is just, whenever we see the word protection, they come in and give us that. And, I talked about this selenite is, connected to the angels and to clearing. Whenever there's great healing, they want us to know that we're protected. They want us to know that we're not alone. They want us to know that it's safe to heal and to open our heart and to move forward, okay? All right, let's see what this card says. Following the path of another, your path is being redirected to where it should be. Wow, okay, perfect. Moving forward after transformation, for this you were born. 9 of Cups, great emotional fulfillment. Your path is being redirected where it should be. All this orange and yellow, that is about your solar plexus and your sacral chakra. You are empowered. You are valuable. You are important. You are worthy. You are love. You are safe, right? You are a master creator being, all right? So beautiful energy for you. So this is a yes for you. I know that there's a couple of cards in here that show that there's some inner work that need to be done, but look at all the beautiful cards you've got going here. All right, so if there's something that resonates, please like and subscribe. As you go forward, I wish you peace and joy. Namaste. Group 6, this is your choice. This is your Amazonite point. And I shuffled for your Oracle. I asked Spirit for 6 cards, and that's one of them. So we'll see what that says. Let's start with Tarot. I take what flips out. 3 of Wands to start. Wow, your cards are flying. The Fool, which is, so we have fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, Uranus energy. 2 of Wands, more fire energy, lots of fire energy. 9 of Wands. Okay, this is a lot of fire energy. So you might be Aries, Leo, Sag. This is very much about something you really want, something you really, really are trying to achieve. And even the Fool has this big wand right here. This is the need to make a shift from aspects of your life that have left you wanting, feeling at a loss, feeling defeated, feeling uninspired, feeling maybe as if you failed, life has failed you, the universe has failed you, or you try things, it doesn't work out, and for you to step up one more time, it's a lot to ask. But this is also a card of when we're in the stillness, we start to really understand what each of these things were that caused us to feel that way. All right. And sometimes that's that inner journey that takes a little bit of looking at some of the different things in life that we're uncomfortable looking at. Sometimes we call that shadow work. Sometimes it's just different experiences that we have with different people and within our lives. But this is energy of this cycle is wrapping up. Okay. So 2022 might have been a really rough year for you. The first part of 2023 might have been kind of challenging for you, but look at the shift here, because you have the Fool here. The Fool shows up because things like this happen, and the universe shows up with Uranus, which is kind of tough energy. Sometimes it'll like turn stuff upside down. It will unearth things that are unpleasant. It will show us truths that maybe we haven't wanted to face, right? It makes us have to shift, pivot. So this is time to start again with this Fool energy, the 0, the very beginning of the major arcana, where, this person is just going to go forward, not necessarily having all the answers, not having everything mapped out, not having all the puzzle pieces in place, but just with the thought of, this is really where I want to go. So maybe it's literally where you want to go. Maybe it's metaphorically where you want to go. This is what I really want to achieve. This is what I really want to start. This is how I want to be seen. This is how I want to be known. This is where I'm going to lay the groundwork for my next endeavor. All right. And just not taking any of this with you. All right. That's done. End of that cycle. Starting anew. And then the 2 of Wands is now I'm going to make my plan. Now I'm going to get ready. Now I'm going to put some things in place. I'm going to investigate. I'm going to look into, how do I get a license to start my own business? Or what are the requirements that I need to be able to monetize myself on a certain platform? Or what do I need to learn so that I can update my resume, my CV, so I can go forward on something else? How do I look into a visa so I can leave where I live and move to another country where I think the options for me will be better? Anything. Do you see how this is like an open gate and it's just beautiful color, right? Beautiful rainbow color. Rainbows are about blessings. They're about gifts from the universe. We open the gate and we make our plan to move forward. And then we have this card, which is, I love this card. Your hard work pays off. And the things that you're wanting, the things that you've spent so much time and energy on, where your heart's been, it all starts to come in. It all starts to flow. It all starts to make itself real, manifest itself, all right? And for many of us, that means that we can move away from being in fear where we think, something is going to be taken from us or something is going to fail. Or it's just we play it small, we play it safe, and that keeps us from really exploring and expanding and really stepping into something maybe amazing. This is very open, surrender. I expect to receive. I'm in flow with the universe, really positive. All right, angel spirits and guides. And you get focused, number 25. For enlightenment, stay in the moment. Chop wood, carry water, avoid distraction, meditate. Bring unresolved issues to view. Okay, a couple of things. So the great spiritual leaders of ancient times would say to become enlightened, chop wood, carry water. Why? Because it keeps you in the present moment. It keeps you from being all up in your head and being distracted. And then they would say, once you reach enlightenment, chop wood and carry water so that you continue to stay in the present moment and avoid distraction. Meditation would be incredibly helpful for many of you. If not, this chop wood, carry water is get outside and do something, okay? Stay in the moment. Bring unresolved issues into view is anything that is still lingering from this 9 of Wands. If it's something that creates fear or that limits you in some way or pulls you into the old way of thinking or being, maybe we want to address that and just refocus our intention on where we are in that present moment and what we're expecting and where we want to go. Angel spirits and guides. Wow. Okay, you have 2 cards. The first card is new chapter. So a new chapter of your life moving forward into something better, right? After this 9 of Wands. And then let go, number 19. So 19 is a 10. That's about ending a cycle and it starts your new beginning. So we end with this 9 of Wands, which is heavy energy, dense energy, limiting energy. Letting that go, opened up to the light, the endless possibilities. And like I said here, this gate opens up to like the color of the rainbow. Here beyond this dark area that seems to be blocking, the light illuminates itself with all the colors of the rainbow, all the blessings. We let go of this and move into this new chapter, okay? It's not easy. No one ever says it's, I know sometimes I get comments, people say, it's hard to let go. I've gone through this and I've gone through that, and I get it. I absolutely get it. Any of you who know me, I come from a very abusive background, volatile people. I get how hard that is. It's no easy thing to do, but with focus, chop wood, carry water, and intention, and not taking the past with us as much as we can, work on that, we really can let go and step into a new chapter. And then you have another number 1 here, life force energy. It's time to engage in activities that rejuvenate your mind, body, and soul. Yeah, let's focus on those things that support where you want to go, support how you're going to go there, right? So for a lot of you, you've had things that have been really pulling you down and draining you. So you need to do things that rejuvenate you, whatever that is for you. If it's, being out in nature, going for a walk, going for a hike, if it's meditating, if it's music, if it's creating music, if it's painting, if it's pottery, whatever it is. And if you say, I'm not an artist, I can't create, do it anyway. Okay? It's therapeutic. Do it anyway. And then you have reach for the stars. You have barely scratched the surface. You have unlimited potential, and you are getting ready to experience this firsthand. Yes, new chapter. Beautiful. All right, angel spirits and guides. What else do we have? Sometimes when we've had a lot of experiences like this, we don't reach anymore. All right, and this is spirit saying no. We do. We reach one more time. We have a new chapter. Focus on that. We're going to reach for what it is that we want. And then you have number 33, discover your superpower, access 100% of your mojo. So you have a lot of repeating numbers here. So we have 333. So that is all about manifestation. The number 33 has a lot to do with freedom and freeing yourself. All right. So it's time to free yourself from the past, to let go. It's really important for you to find it within yourself, to try again, to move forward again, because this time is going to be very different. There's a lot of supportive energy around you. Angel spirits and guides. What else? You have earth. Ask the element of earth for grounding, stability, and strength in times of chaos. Yeah, so whenever we need to pick ourselves up again after this 9 of Wands, we need to be grounded. When we're in the 9 of Wands energy, it creates us to be in fear or anxiety or stress, and that puts us very up in our head. We're very ungrounded. When we are ungrounded, it's really hard to connect with what's next. How do we let go, move to this new chapter? What do I focus on? So it's really important. So when I talked about this life force energy card, I said, do art, get outside, meditate, whatever. These are the things that ground us, all right? That root chakra's got to be grounded. And then mystic star, harmony in the home and great friendships. So bringing harmony back into your life. A new chapter of your life, 24 is the number 6. That's about harmony, love, connections. So bringing that kind of energy into your life going forward. And then number 22, here's another master number about creating your own reality. Time to do it differently. Go beyond what you have done before. Yes, go beyond what you have done before. Reach for the stars. Beautiful synchronicity in these cards. So this is a yes, moving forward in a beautiful way, in an expansive way. All right. If there's something that resonates or that you like, please like and subscribe as you go forward. I wish you peace and joy. Namaste.